In this video, I am going to be talking to you about the type of backing fabric that works well for two-dimensional needle felting and how to test your fabric's suitability. Let's take a look. A question I get asked a lot is what type of fabric should you use for the backing of a two-dimensional needle felted piece? This is a little tricky to answer, as there are some fail-safe go-to fabrics that will work every time, some that work but have certain limitations, and then there are the fabrics that will work but you would need to test them first. I will explain how to test the suitability of fabrics later in the video. So first, the backing fabrics that will always work well for 2D needle felting tend to be fabrics that are made from natural fibres, as they have similar characteristics to the fibres that you will be needle felting onto them, which allows the fibres to tangle into one another and felt well. Here are some examples that work well. First, I have some wool felt. Next is some linen. And finally, some cotton. Here are some fabrics that work but have some limitations. First is some polyester craft felt. This is great as it is cheap to buy and available in lots of colours. However, due to its makeup, there are some limitations when it comes to needle felting onto it. Obviously, polyester is not a natural fibre and it does tend to break down with a lot of stabbing. So, whilst it is possible to needle felt onto it, it is best to only use polyester craft felt for smaller pictures that don't require a lot of detail. If you are doing a larger picture or a detailed picture, you would be better using wool felt. Next, I have some pre-felt. Pre-felt is, as the name suggests, in a pre-felted form. Pre-felt is usually made from merino fibre and is available in a range of colours. As it is in a pre-felted form and made from a natural fibre, you can easily felt onto it. However, because it is not fully felted, the fabric is less stable to work with. As you add the fibre for your picture to it, it will shrink as the two felt together. This can then result in a distorted image, especially if you stab one area of your image more than the other. I personally avoid using pre-felt for the backing of 2D needle felting for this reason. I said at the start of the video that you will come across other fabrics that can be used, but that you would need to test them first. Testing the suitability of a fabric is very simple. First, lay the fabric you would like to test on a needle felting surface. Then pull off a small section of fibre. Fine fibres work best, such as this merino. Break the fibre and mess it up in between your fingers. Then lay this onto your fabric. Then, using a fine needle, I like to use a 42 gauge triangular needle for 2D needle felting, gently stab the fibre in place, creating a little felted patch. Once you have felted it all down, there are two checks to test whether your fabric is suitable for 2D needle felting. First, consider how well the needle went in and out of your fabric. Was it easy, and are there any pulled threads on the fabric? Next, test how well your felted patch holds by trying to pull it off with your fingers. Does it pull off easily or does it stay attached? If the needle went in easily and there are no pulled threads on your fabric and the felted patch holds well, it is likely that you can successfully use the fabric as a backing fabric for your 2D needle felting. To ensure you do not miss future informational videos or tutorials, please subscribe to my channel. You can also come and join the Flox needle felting community on Facebook. There is a link to this in the description. I hope that this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please pop these in the comments.